My name is Sarah, and I never thought my life would turn into a nightmare. I was 32 years old, happily married to David for 8 years. And I had a best friend named Lisa who I trusted more than anyone in the world. Lisa and I met in college. We were roommates in our first year, and we quickly became inseparable. She was fun, outgoing, and always knew how to make me laugh. I was quieter, more serious, but Lisa brought out the best in me. We shared everything: secrets, clothes, dreams, and even tears during tough times. After college, we stayed close. When I met David at a friend's party, Lisa was the first person I told. She was so excited for me. She even helped me plan our wedding. David was everything I wanted in a husband. He was kind, hardworking, and handsome with his dark hair and warm smile. He worked as a manager in a big company, and I was a teacher at a local school. We had a small but comfortable house, a dog named Max, and plans to start a family soon. Life felt perfect. Lisa was single for a long time. She dated a few guys, but nothing serious. She often came over to our house for dinner or movie nights. David liked her too. He said she was like a sister to him. We would all sit on the couch, eating pizza and watching comedies. Those were happy days. One summer, things started to change slowly. I didn't notice at first. Lisa started coming over more often. She said she was feeling lonely because her latest boyfriend had broken up with her. I felt sorry for her, so I invited her whenever I could. David didn't mind. He was always polite and welcoming. Then, Lisa got a new job in the same city as David's office. She was excited and told us all about it. Soon, she and David started carpooling to work sometimes to save gas. I thought it was nice that they were helping each other. I trusted them both completely. Around that time, David began working late hours. He said there was a big project at the office, and he had to stay longer. I believed him. I would wait at home with dinner ready, but he would come home tired and quiet. We didn't talk as much as before. Our bedtime hugs felt shorter. I asked him if everything was okay, and he always said yes, just stressed from work. Lisa was still my best friend. She would call me every day and tell me funny stories from work. But sometimes, she mentioned David in her stories. David was so funny in the car today. Or, David helped me with a problem at the office. I smiled and said how lucky I was to have such a great husband. One day I came home early from school because I wasn't feeling well. The house was empty, but I heard voices from the backyard. I looked out the window and saw David and Lisa sitting on the patio chairs, laughing together. David's hand was on Lisa's arm. It looked too close. My heart skipped a beat, but I told myself I was imagining things. They were just friends. That night, I asked David about it. He said Lisa had stopped by after work to drop off some papers. Nothing more. I nodded and tried to forget it. But little things kept happening. David started dressing nicer for work. New shirts, more cologne. He smiled more at his phone when messages came in. One evening, I saw a text notification from Lisa. "Can't wait for tomorrow." I asked who it was, and he said it was about a work lunch. I started feeling insecure. Was I not pretty enough anymore? I had gained a little weight after turning 30, and my hair was always in a messy bun from teaching kids all day. Lisa was always perfect. Slim, stylish, with long blonde hair and makeup that looked flawless. I talked to my mom about it on the phone. She said, "Sarah, trust your husband. You've been together so long." I wanted to believe her. Then came the weekend that changed everything. David said he had to go on a work trip for 2 days. A conference in another city. Lisa mentioned she was going away too, to visit her sister. I didn't think anything of it. While David was gone, I decided to clean the house. I went into his office room to dust his desk. His laptop was open. I wasn't snooping, but the screen lit up. There was an email open from a hotel booking. It was for a romantic resort, not a conference hotel. The booking was for 2 people, and the dates matched his work trip. My hands started shaking. I looked closer. There were more emails, love messages from Lisa. "I can't stop thinking about you." One said, "This weekend will be perfect." My world crashed. I sat on the floor and cried for hours. My best friend and my husband. How could they do this to me? When David came home on Sunday, he looked happy and relaxed. He kissed my cheek and said the conference was great. I couldn't hold it in anymore. I showed him the emails. His face went white. "Sarah, I'm so sorry," he stammered. "It just happened. Lisa and we fell in love." "Fell in love?" I screamed. "She's my best friend. How long has this been going on?" He admitted it started 6 months ago. The carpooling, the late nights, it was all excuses to be together. They had been meeting secretly, and the work trip was actually a getaway for them. I felt like I couldn't breathe, betrayed by the 2 people I loved most. Lisa called me that evening. I answered, ready to yell, but she was crying. "Sarah, please forgive me. I never meant to hurt you. I love him." "You love him?" I said coldly. "You stole my husband." She said it wasn't planned. They got close at work, and one thing led to another. She begged me not to hate her. I hung up and blocked her number. David packed a bag that night and left to stay at a hotel. He said he needed time to think, but I knew he was going to Lisa. The next weeks were hell. I couldn't eat or sleep. I told my family and a few close friends. Everyone was shocked. My mom came to stay with me. Max, our dog, sensed something wrong and stayed by my side. David came back after a week. He wanted to talk about divorce. He said he was in love with Lisa and wanted to be with her. I couldn't believe it. 8 years of marriage, gone because of my best friend. The divorce was quick and painful. David moved out, and Lisa moved in with him soon after. I heard from a mutual friend that they were happy together. I sold the house because I couldn't live there with all the memories. I moved to a small apartment and focused on my job. Teaching kids helped me heal a little. They were innocent and full of joy. Months passed. One day I ran into Lisa at the grocery store. She looked nervous. She said hello, but I walked past without a word. She didn't deserve my time. Slowly, I started feeling better. I joined a gym, made new friends at work, and even went on a few dates. None of them were like David, but that was okay. I learned to love myself again. 2 years later, I heard news about David and Lisa. They had broken up. Lisa had cheated on him with someone from her new job. David was heartbroken. Part of me felt satisfied. Karma, I thought. But mostly, I felt nothing for them anymore. Now, I'm 35, single, but stronger than ever. I have a new group of real friends who I trust. I adopted another dog to keep Max company. Life isn't perfect, but it's mine. I learned a hard lesson. Sometimes the people closest to you can hurt you the most, but you can survive it. You can rebuild. And that's my story. How my best friend stole my husband, and how I took back my life.